Super exciting.
Yeah. I'm excited about it, and hopefully it'll get me one step closer to having my corsets in the Disney dress shop, which would just be huge. That is my ultimate goal.
Yes,
To
that
get
is.
there. Yeah. So that's where I want to be. So
That is a good week.
it is.
That's a really good week.
It is a good week.
So you should be like in a fantastic, ready to party mood.
Yeah.
I think tonight we should go and mess up a Kroger. That's our idea of partying.
Yeah, so no, it's been a good week. And then yesterday I booked our mother-daughter trip to Paris. So I've had a lot of good things happen this week.
Yes, you had a really good week.
I had a good week. And then, my week wasn't perfect by any means. There's been like some stuff overshadowing. But for the most part, it's been great. And and sitting here in this chair right now.
I know the stuff that's overshadowing and it's nothing compared to the good stuff.
No, it's not. And like sitting here in this chair, when I think about it, it's like, this has been a really fucking awesome week.
Yeah, it has.
It really has, despite all the other bullshit.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show it's like one of those moments of clarity when
you've been focusing on the wrong stuff.
On the wrong stuff.
You have.
Yeah. And when you look at all the positives and all the pluses in your life.
See, that's what you have me for. Gosh, what would you do without me?
Girl, we actually eat the veggies.
You might be making cookies right now.
Yeah. So no, overall it's been a good week. How was your week?
I think my week has been pretty good because I got down my Christmas trees.
Yeah.
So that's decent. But my week hasn't been as good as your week, but we had that big storm Friday night.
That was insane.
Yes, we had this big storm, and I actually, I weathered it with Juju because Juju does not like storms. And so I weathered it well, and we stayed up, me and Juju stayed up. I don't know what's going on with our YouTube. Like, something is up with our YouTube, and it's like not moving or doing anything. So I don't know if it's
If it's even recording.
Well, I'm afraid it's doing the wrong camera. Sorry, I just gave you guys my armpit on. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's doing. So if you guys are on the YouTube, I'm not really sure what's going on with it. And I probably keep flashing my Instagram people. So sorry about that. I'm sure you're just so heartbroken.
It's the preview for the Valentine's Day fundraiser.
If you watched last week, you'll know what we're talking about. But anyway, so he was like heartbroken. Yeah, he was like he is devastated. Juju. There we go. Now it's working. And so he doesn't do well with storms. So I stayed up with him through all of it, and I thought we were good. Like, I thought no problems, everything was good. Well, we got up in the morning. My sister woke me up to show me all the snow in Oklahoma, and went outside, and my pool furniture was like mangled and upside down and in the pool.
Wow. It was really windy though.
Yeah.
Because some of the people in my neighborhood, some of the homeowners lost shingles and, even the solar coverings on their windows. It was a bad storm.
Yes, it was a really bad storm. So I'm not really sure, what happened in my backyard. I'm sure it wasn't like a tornado, but like my sister said, it was like some kind of vortex, something, I don't know, wind vortex. But it was something in my backyard because my stuff was upside down and crazy in the backyard.
It's probably a ghost tossing all your stuff in the pool.
No, but I know I had you believe in ghosts the other day.
If you watch the show, Skyla is obsessed with the paranormal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe in ghosts.
Yeah, Chloe was out there. That's our ghost. She was out there throwing stuff in the pool.
I do believe in ghosts. And,
But science would say it was probably a vortex of some sort.
Yes. I think that, it probably was something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My sister. Is it still in the pool? Did you go get it?
Tiffany was telling me, well, yeah, I had to get it out. But it like broke some of my furniture and everything.
Jeez.
So that wasn't such a good thing.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, that wasn't so good. But, say lovey.
It is. Well, the next time a storm is coming, bring all the patio furniture in the house. Put it in the garage.
Yeah, I thought, well, and I had moved a bunch of stuff under my pergola. Like, I have that pergola out there. And so, like, my basketball wasn't, it was fine. You know, that kind of stuff was fine. Which you would think, like, my 45-pound Chase lounges would be okay and my basketball would be moved.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It was just in that one little...
Maybe some wind, a gust of wind came through and just...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So...
But you were safe and you don't have any damage to the house, so that's a plus.
No, I went around, looked, no damage to the house, no hail damage.
The landscaping still looks good.
Yeah, everything was fine other than just that, so it was kind of weird. But, but other than that, things are good. Good business things happening.
Good.
So, we haven't even talked about that stuff. So week's good.
All right, perfect.
Not great, but good.
Yeah. Awesome.
I hope you guys had a good week. You guys can chime in and let us know if you did. Our Texans. Okay, so you're tuned into Lyfe Uncensored. I'm Skylar Dawn.
I'm Sean Reeves.
And I guess we can kind of jump over to end the news with the week. Texans lost. I know you're not into sports.
No.
But our Texans went from, like, winning by, like, I'm going to say 7,000 points. It wasn't 7,000 points. It was, like, 28 points or something, to totally getting killed.
Wow.
Yes. So they were in the playoffs.
What happened?
Winning, losing. They just couldn't win. I don't know.
The other team was that much better?
Yeah, the Chiefs. They, I don't know. Our guys do that all the time.
I heard about that game this weekend.
Yeah.
The guy who plays for the Chiefs, the Mahomes guy.
Yeah.
They said he was on fire this weekend.
Yeah.
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 When you're good, you're good. It's unfortunate for the Texans.
Yeah, so Texans are out now. So that's that. But we're done there. The coach of the Astros is, I guess, got fired now because the league, the baseball league, gave him a suspension for cheating.
For cheating
In 2017 when we won.
Oh, we were in the World Series last year.
Well, yeah, but we won in 2017, and for cheating because they were videoing hand gestures or whatever
of the other team. And learning them.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that.
No.
Why not?
It's against the rules. And we did apparently. And so.
So what about the title?
Well, I guess we get to keep the title from what I understand, but he got suspended for a year, him and another guy, and so the Astros fired them.
Holy crap.
From what I understand. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. I'm usually right. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm pretty sure.
So, okay, so help me understand. In baseball, you can't study your opponent's hand gestures.
Right.
At all.
Right.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they cheated.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks for Texas because we're not cheaters by any means.
Well, obviously we are.
No, we're not. That's just that
we
team.
Did.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah. So they're out. So that was not good because I think a lot of people really, really liked that coach. He was very well liked. I know that a couple of my clients really liked him a lot. So they were really devastated.
That is unfortunate.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. On a lighter note, sweet note, Prince Harry and our Princess Meghan are giving up their royal duties and moving to Canada.
Well, they said that they were going to step back from their royal duties. They're just stopping. They're not going to take the royal money anymore. Yeah. But they're not abdicating the throne, I don't think.
They're stepping back quite a bit. I mean,
they'll still have their titles, right?
Well, no, they're not. They were discussing today. Harry was on the phone with the royals to discuss what their new titles will be.
So he won't be His Royal Highness?
No.
Prince Harry? He'll still be a prince.
Not to my understanding. They're coming away from the royals. So they actually will have new titles.
See, my understanding is that they still be part of the royal family.
They no longer get to be.
But they are no longer receiving any type of stipend from the treasury.
He doesn't get to be the Duke of whatever anymore. He has to have a new title.
But I still think they're going to be addressed as His and Her Royal Highness.
I don't think so.
Huh?
No.
I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah. No.
I don't know. But is it? How do you really feel about it? Do you think that it's a good thing that they're doing? Or are you more on the lines of tradition? Like, she married into that family. She married into the tradition. You know, everything that comes along with being a royal. That you do the job. Because that's what it is. You do the job regardless.
Well, I think that, yes, I believe just like any one of us, when we marry into a family, you know that that's what you're marrying into.
Right.
I'm not of the feeling that this is all her doing.
Right.
You know, when everyone's so upset with her, because if you look back, Harry's always been the black sheep. I mean, he's the one that was in Vegas partying like naked in the pools, you know, throwing up gang signs and
dressing like Hitler.
Yeah. I mean, he was the one that was doing the, you know, the guns and the, you know, hanging out with rap artists and doing all that. I mean, that's been Harry. So he's always had a liking to America. He's always been the one kind of off the beaten path. Anyways, they knew they weren't going. He's not ever going to be king.
No, he's not, unless something dramatic and drastic happens.
Well,
to the
he's
family.
like third or fifth or something in line, anyways. So he wouldn't even. I mean, literally, there'd have to be like a bomb when he was out of town or something. I mean, it would have to be.
That's severe. It would have to be
serious.
drastic. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he's. You know, and he took it the hardest with Diana.
Yeah.
You know, so I think with him, he's happy with Meghan. He was hit hard with his mom. He's always been the black sheep. He's always kind of liked things a little different. But I do feel like it is his family, and they are the royals. And they are putting other people in danger by advocating, because just like they were saying earlier today, just their security alone is $800,000 a year.
Wow.
So they're trying to figure out who's going to pay for their security, because they will no longer be getting money from the royals. So they've got to figure out.
I think they have their own source of income.
Yeah, they have to figure out though, because they must have
a security detail.
That security detail, yeah. So it's $800,000. So they have to be able to provide and pay for that. So there's a lot of.
So
those
do you think
things
they're making a grave decision by leaving?
I think they're making a decision that affects more than just themselves. And I think that maybe they're not realizing that it affects more than just themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
But I think too, I feel like they're putting themselves in their son and, you know, his wife's mental health above all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a lot of, you know, because just like Canada, one of the Canadian, I don't know if he was a prime minister or a president or whatever they call them, they were interviewing him, and he was saying Canada loves them and we welcome them, but they are a security risk, and before they come here, they need to make sure that their security is provided for.
Because they're not going to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a huge, unprecedented step.
Yeah. They're probably actually safer here in America, honestly.
Yeah.
Because we could care less. I mean, really.
But you know, a target is a target. Period. He's a even though the royal family serves no real role in politics anymore, they are political figureheads.
Yeah, they are, but in America, we're a little less. We're a little less into that. I mean, we always say like, "Oh, she's our princess," but really, really,
How many Americans care? But I don't think I don't know. It's just.
I mean, if some chick from Bad Girls Club came up and Meghan Markle came up, there'd probably be just as big of a line for the chick from Bad Girls Club as there was for Meghan Markle.
Or a Kardashian. I would say...
there'd probably be a longer line for a Kardashian.
I think that, I don't know, I feel like they have a duty to the crown and that they need to stay. That is ultimately what I think.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I mean, I really think that they are putting. I just think that they're putting a lot more people's lives in danger than they realize.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and speaking of people being in danger, what happened at the Bel Air High School?
Yeah, so I guess today a kid was shot and killed at Bel Air High School.
Oh my gosh, was it like It wasn't was it an attempted mass
No,
shooting, or was just like an altercation between kids?
Well, it was towards, I guess, the end of the day. So it was the interview that I saw on the news was a kid. They were friends from what I saw. It was one person shot another person, and the lady said that her son called her and said that her son said it was one of his friends shot another one of his friends.
Gosh.
So I don't know if it was an accident, if it was on purpose, but yeah, Bel Air High School today. So pray for those families that were involved.
That kid, rest in peace.
Yes.
It's horrible.
So you are tuned into Lyfe Uncensored. I'm Skylar Dawn.
I'm Sean Reeves.
And we are moving right along with #WTH.
What the hell?
Yes. So, oh my, today a plane dumps. You know how they dump their fuel?
Yeah.
Dumps the fuel on school children, on a school, and a dozen children were injured. And they've been telling all of the neighborhoods around that school for like the rest of the day and tonight to stay inside,
right,
to not go out because of where the plane dumped the fuel.
Yeah, jet fuel is caustic.
Yes.
Those poor kids. I mean, they're probably have like severe burns over most of their body.
#WTH.
What happened? Like, how did they make that kind of mistake in a school zone? Aren't they supposed to like dump out like over the ocean or in areas that are unoccupied? Or was it a malfunction?
I'm just gonna go off your list. I'm not. I think that's God's way of saying just don't get that list.
That's Chelsea. Chloe.
Well, I think they lost an engine, and they needed to land, and
they were too heavy,
and they had to dump. They had to dump fuel, and they dumped it over a school. I guess not realizing the school is there, and dumped. But I mean, you would think they would be more cautious than that.
I guess they made a decision. Like, what would have happened to them if they hadn't dumped the fuel? Would they have been flying too heavy?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And how many people were on that plane?
That part I don't know. All I know is #WTH.
Oh my gosh, it's horrible.
Yes.
Oh goodness.
Oh, this one. Oh, you get this one. You get this one.
Okay, so last week we talked about Gwyneth Paltrow and her boot company, and she made a candle, and the candle is called "This Smells Like My Vagina." And it's sold out. I mean, like,
my show's gonna be like, this looks like my vagina if I keep flashing this.
This smells like my vagina, and it's sold out. Like, could you imagine walking into my house and it's like, what is that smell? Oh, that's Gwyneth Paltrow's pussy. Don't worry about it. Like, I wonder what it smells like. I am curious to know what that candle smells like.
I am not curious to know.
I am. Because,
Do you know
the
how
thing,
much shit she puts up there?
this is the thing.
I'm not curious.
It
all.
cannot possibly smell.
I do not care.
It can't possibly smell like it. Like, I'm thinking it might smell like Dove or like some type of clean linen scent or whatever. Who makes a vagina smelling candle? Like, what would it even smell
Obviously, Gwyneth Paltrow.
like? Does it smell like clean vagina? Does it smell like perfectly pH balanced vagina? Does it smell like vagina with a urinary tract infection? What
How many
the
vaginas
hell
are you going and smelling?
does it smell like?
Why are you smelling on a bunch of vaginas?
I'm not smelling vaginas. I've never had my face in a vagina.
Well, then why do you
Ever.
care what it smells like?
But I am curious to know, like, what does this sold out candle smell like? You haven't thought about it?
Wait, it's sold out?
It's sold out.
Who bought
A lot of
her
people.
candle? I'm gonna sell my candle.
Listen.
Oh no.
Listen, it is going to restock, and I know it's going to restock.
Oh my god.
Because you can never sell out a pussy.
Oh
period.
my god.
It will always be there.
Oh my god.
So, honestly, when
I'm
it
in
comes
the
back
wrong
in,
business.
I'm gonna buy one.
No.
Yes, I am.
I don't want to smell it.
I am gonna buy one, and I'm going to light it and set it right here on the shelf.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No.
Yes, and there's gonna be a sign right here where Lyfe Uncensored. The candle's gonna be there, and it's gonna say, "This smells like my vagina." Then we can do a poll. This Gwyneth Paltrow candle, does it smell closer to Skylar's vagina or my vagina?
Well, then we would have to let people smell our vaginas.
We can do it on our own. Like, yeah, it kind of smells like mine. You're like, no, that's definitely me. But no, it's sold out. So yeah, I am one of the consumers to where I want this candle. And then now I don't want this one. The Rock Dwayne Johnson is going to come out with his own candle that says this smells like my balls.
I don't even know what to say. I don't want anybody's.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it as soon as it restocks. Heard it here first on Lyfe Uncensored.
No.
Yes.
That's so gross.
It's a candle. Like, what? How bad or gross can it really smell? That's the thing I'm saying. Like, it has to smell like something.
I'm gonna start selling mine on my website.
It has to smell like a common scent.
Are you
Is what
serious?
I'm saying. I'm curious to know what it smells like. It probably smells like, I don't know, gardenias or Dove body wash. It has to have like. I cannot imagine that they've come up with a scent that specifically mimics her vagina. I don't believe it. It has to smell like something that's already out there, and that's what she labeled this candle as. So that's why I want to buy it. I want to know what scent it is. Is it vanilla? Is it cinnamon? Is it sweet cherries? Who knows?
Oh my god. Hashtag WTH. Go to the next topic. I just can't even believe we're talking about this.
What is this? The Elam doll prank? Okay, so the frozen Elsa doll.
Yes, the Elsa doll.
It's so cute.
Okay, so this family, they have this Elsa doll, and they had this Elsa doll. They threw it away because they were trying to get rid of it.
Right, and it kept coming back.
Yes, like it came back. Somebody took it out of the trash. Obviously, it's a prank.
Right.
Someone took it out of their garbage and set it on their porch, set it next to their house, brought it in, like
Right.
put it in their garage.
3 times.
3 times. So they're like, what the hell? So they packaged this doll up and sent it to their friend in Minnesota because they were like, this doll cannot come back.
Okay, so if the doll is possessed, right, and it keeps coming back multiple times, and you think you have an evil Elsa doll on your hands, why in the hell would you mail it to your friends? What kind of friend are you?
Yeah, don't give me any
You know
doll
what I'm
that you
saying?
think is
Like,
possessed.
you want to give me the, Disney version of Chucky.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Like-
exactly it.
Why? How about
Well, because they
burn?
obviously feel like it's one of their neighbors doing it.
Do they?
Yes.
Why? Okay, if you think it's one of your neighbors that are
Maybe.
doing it, why not, instead of putting it in your trash can, why not take it to another trash can? You know, take it to a dumpster.
Well, just in case.
Discard it there instead of mailing it to your friends. You know what? I have this possessed doll, possibly possessed doll. What am I gonna do with it? You know what?
Well, maybe they have a friend
I'm
like
gonna
you that doesn't
send it
believe
to
in that kind of
Skyla.
stuff.
I'm gonna send it to her.
Shit, if they
And
said
then
something
it'll
like that to
move
me,
around her
I would
house
be so paranoid.
like Elf on the Shelf.
I would be so paranoid.
You know, I gave you Juju.
I know.
I
The
mean,
gift that keeps
I
giving.
give great gifts. I gave you Juju. I'm gonna give you a candle that smells like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina.
No, you're not.
And I am going to
Not
find an Elsa doll. You know what? I'm going to take the Elsa doll that I buy, and I'm going to take it to New Orleans. I'm going to have a voodoo priestess do her thing. Pray over it. Then I'm going to gift you the Elsa doll.
I am not bringing that damn thing in my house.
I mean, that's what friends do.
No.
They give each other haunted Elsa dolls. Apparently these friends do.
I have too much. I believe too much for that. You are not bringing that into my house. You know me better than that.
Oh yeah, you're getting one.
You know me better than that.
They're probably on
Hashtag WTH. Okay, so you are tuned into Lyfe Uncensored. I'm Skyla Dawn.
I'm Sean Reeves.
And every week we do something called Lyfe 101. So that's when we talk about a relationship topic. It
Yes.
can be with the opposite sex, intimate relationships. It can be with your neighbor, your coworkers, self. Today we're talking about relationships with ourselves. So
Yes.
self-care,
Yes.
which is like the most neglected relationship of any. Taking care of ourselves is super, super important.
It's huge.
Yes, and right as I say self-care, like all my videos like go out.
Are we down completely? It looks like we're still on.
Well, we came back on.
Instagram,
So,
okay.
yeah. Okay, so self-care is super, super important, taking care of yourself. With it being the new year, people making New Year's resolutions to either get in shape or take care of themselves, meditate, take care of themselves mentally, physically, emotionally, get rid of relationships, toxic relationships, do all those things that we say we're going to do that we don't do, but we want to do.
But we're enthusiastic about it, you know, the last day of the year.
And then we decide we're going to do.
Right.
Part of that is to get in tune with your body. And something that we love to talk about here on Lyfe Uncensored is sex.
Okay.
We do.
Well, good sex is self-care.
It is.
I mean, I think so.
Yes. So what we're going to talk about today really is sex and focusing on females. I mean, yes, men, you're important too, but this show is for women, by women. So we're talking about mostly the women, but men, stay tuned so that you can kind of hear what we have to say about it. But women, especially when you get into your mid to late 30s, early 40s, sex becomes more enjoyable.
It does.
I would say.
I would say that women, we reach our peak in our late 30s, early 40s.
And I think for me, I think the reason is because you get more comfortable in your own skin.
Right.
Because you are doing more self-care. You're taking better care of yourself. You know yourself better. You feel more comfortable in your skin. You're not as worried about how you look, what you look like, how you move. You know more what you like.
Right.
So
And then hopefully at our age, we've gotten better with communication.
Yes. So knowing what you like and being able to communicate it is really what we are focusing on tonight.
And how do you communicate it? Because I think a lot of women, even as you get older, you're more confident, you're more secure. A lot may not communicate effectively or say exactly what it is that they like for fear of offending their partner.
Or being judged.
Yeah.
Or being judged.
And, you know, I know for me, 2020, there are no more complimentary moans, sympathy moans, orgasms, none of that.
No.
I don't do that anyway. But
no, but when you do that, then you're misleading
the person, and it's not helping you reach your peak sexually.
No. And it's not helping him to become a better lover, and it's not helping you to feel better about yourself or get your needs met.
Right. And, you know, you have to have
So
a
it's
partner
really not doing either of you
that you can communicate with. That is the key. Your partner has to be able to communicate and has to be able to, I don't want to say take constructive criticism, but in a sense, take constructive criticism. You know, like if I say to you, these are the things that I enjoy, or I want you to do X, Y, and Z, the person that you're relaying it to has to be able to accept that without them feeling as if you're stating that they're either subpar or they're mediocre or that you don't enjoy it. I think it's all in your delivery.
It is. What I've found to be the best, other than honesty, of course, pure honesty, but is either to have the conversations when you're not in the bedroom, because if you wait until in the bedroom, it does seem judgmental or
a bit awkward.
Yes, it can seem like you are putting them down or saying something that they're doing is not right. So have the conversations outside of the bedroom. If this isn't someone that you are with on a regular basis, then guide them. Look, this is Lyfe Uncensored. We are uncensored here. Then guide them into what you need or want or what feels good to you.
And then I think there are ways.
They're not mind readers. Guys are not mind readers.
No, they're not. I think you can say, you know, I really love or I really enjoy when you do X, Y, Z. And I would really, really love it if you did boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
I think that's a good approach.
Or this feels good.
Yeah, but
really, I mean, just being honest.
Right, but if you're, I mean, you can say that while you're in the bedroom, while you're in the.
Oh yes, yes. Of
course, you want to encourage and be vocal and, you know, all of those things, but after the fact, this is for when you're having the conversation outside of the bedroom. I think you need to be very specific in what your needs are. And then again, the person needs to be receptive. And I feel like if the person isn't receptive to your needs, if it's a casual situation, maybe you need to find a new partner. Or if it's a spouse, couples therapy, sex therapy, something.
But I think a lot of times, you know, I do a lot of life coaching and counseling with my clients. And I think a lot of times with my female clients, a lot of the miscommunications or the problems that they have in the bedroom is they don't even know themselves or know what they need or want. So you have to spend, this is going to be an uncomfortable topic for some of you. You have to spend some time with yourself. So get your toys out.
I recommend Tracy's dog. You can find it on Amazon.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It is the best one.
The absolute best.
Spend some time with yourself. Learn what feels good to you so that you can teach him what feels good to you. How you like to be treated. Are you uncomfortable with this conversation?
No, but see, this is what I'm thinking. It's like when you spend time with yourself, if you get Tracy's dog is like Godzilla, and his penis is going to be like Yoshi from Mario. It's just like, it's like there is no comparison between the two. So if you're going to practice and, you know, take time with yourself, with Tracy's dog, you can't use it all the time. You gotta play with that one in moderation. Yeah. That thing is everything, Skylar.
I have it.
I know you have it, and I have it too.
But okay, so we'll have this conversation off air. No, but you do. You do have to spend some time learning what feels good to you, what you like, and what you don't like.
Right.
So that you can communicate that to your partner. Because if you don't communicate those things, you better stop. If you don't communicate those things to your partner, then he doesn't know how to take care of you.
Exactly. Yeah.
And as we get older, it gets more enjoyable.
It does.
Which means it can be more enjoyable for him as well.
Right.
If you're on the same page.
Straight, you know, both learning to please each other.
Yes.
And you know, for me personally, I'm a giver. So that when my partner is pleased and he's excited and he's turned on, it does that for me.
Yes.
So.
But it can be a two-way street.
Yeah,
and then,
definitely.
And then you also will feel better about yourself and you won't feel so insecure in those situations. Right. If you're able to communicate those things openly and honestly.
Right. And if you're with someone to where you have to hide the things that you like for fear of being judged, maybe that's not the right partner for you.
Correct. Or if you don't know what you like, and you're afraid to communicate those things, then that's not the right.
And then there are toys and things that you can get that will help you experiment and try different things. And you know, you can just like go down the list of different things. Say, hey, you know what? Let's try this tonight. And you know, see if you enjoy it. If it works for both of you, great. Keep it in your rotation. And if it doesn't, move to something else. But it's all about trial and error. And learning yourself and learning your partner.
And if you're a female and you ever have questions for us, you can ask us. If you're a man, don't ask us. But if you're a female and you want to ask us questions, you can ask us questions. Legitimately, you can talk to us about sex. Guys, we don't want any creepers in our inbox. But if you're a female, then you can talk to us about it.
Absolutely.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
Yes. Okay, so that was Lyfe Uncensored. Way Uncensored. I'm Skylar Dawn.
I'm Sean Reeves.
And this is Tuesday night. We actually got finished a little early tonight.
Did we? Are we done?
So that means we can go party.
Are we?
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
I'm starving.
Me too.
I haven't had. Yeah, let's go
eat every Tuesday night. That's why I'm gaining so much freaking weight.
And it's like we go to the same spot.
Go over to my YouTube, youtube.com/SkylaDawn, SkylaDawn, and hit that subscribe button. I need more subscribers. I need to get over 100. I still have not gotten over 100, so I need to get over 100. So go over and hit subscribe on Skylar Dawn, and tune in to my my website is SkylarDawn.com. I'm gonna start putting up merch.
Really?
I am. I have some merch coming.
I know someone who makes candles.
I am not putting up a vagina candle. Although, if I could make enough money off of it, I might. But are you going to be my sniff tester?
No.
Who's going to be my sniff tester?
I'm sure you can get a ton of volunteers out there.
Oh my God.
A couple of names come to mind.
Oh, we will see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Good night.
Love you guys. Thank you for all the support.
Bye. Sniff tester.